Good afternoon. Matt Kovacic here with Dirt Track Central. We're out at the IMCA Super Nationals. You probably just saw our walk around here in the vendors row and caught up with our good buddy Eric Haglund here with Engine Quest. Had him on the show earlier this year. Eric, how's your season been?
We've had a pretty doggone good season, Matt. It's been fun working. We're concentrating on all of our spec head programs at this point, trying to get as many sport mods qualified for this thing against this almighty crate that we're out there fighting this year. Have had some tremendous success in the stock car ranks with Mike Nichols and Brandon Serapata having a hell of a battle, and it's been a real good season. We're struggling to get some cars into this A-Mod event for the feature this time, but once we get through today, I think we'll be all right.
Definitely. This is obviously always a stacked event, and you're a victim of the draw. So that's the way she goes. Tell us a little bit about the product line that you've got here.
Well, this year we've got the new Mopar head out. That's out this year. Has been made part of the spec program with IMCA. From what I understand, we've got a couple of cars that have qualified for the sport mod feature that are running the Mopar Magnum. And the benefit of this head is, instead of your standard shaft rockers that most of the Mopar guys have used, this allows them to run a pedestal style rocker. You can get rid of the shafts. A lot of guys are actually running a Chevy valve train in this thing. And it's been a reliable source for them, and it seems to make a pretty good amount of power, and they like the reliability factor. So that's been a plus this year. So
certainly. So you've got a solution, obviously, for several years here for the GM guys. We finally got a solution through for the Mopar guys, which back when we were helping a Mopar guy, we'd have loved to have had that and brought that to their attention. But that's these things take time, and we understand that. That being said, are there things on the burner that you can reveal to us, maybe, as far as what's coming?
We're playing with the idea of a Ford head this year. We thought we had some plans made on a Ford head. It's still up in the air. We're behind right now in production. We're currently out of stock on our IMCA spec GM head, so we're going to get the pipeline filled back up on that. Probably in the winter months, we'll be working on what kind of a investment it would take to get a good Ford head out that we can present to the IMCA. That would be a good option. Ideally, we have all three out. We'll have a Chrysler, a Ford, and a GM. But at this point, we'd have two pretty good stout cylinder heads out right now. So,
how hard is that balance to keep? Obviously, for the racer, they want as much horsepower as they can get out of you, and obviously for you, you've got to develop something that you feel reasonably certain will be approved. How does that all work?
Well, our products are all designed to work in the production engine rebuilder industry. So we're basing everything we do off of the stock replacement theory. Our casting processes typically make the head a better performer, more durable. We use a good Durabond seat in the end of the exhaust valves on each one of these things. And we have to build our heads to a stock replacement style spec with the little EQ touches to where we can keep the torque numbers up, the horsepower numbers up, and there's got to be a reason you want to switch to it. Availability and reliability, that's what we work our program off of. So
certainly, and obviously fun to see those run up front.
Yep.
As far as the open motor stuff, modifieds and stock cars, you have a solution for those guys as well?
Well, we started our CNC program this year, worked with Joe Patel at HVH. We've also worked with Bryce Mulvey over at Dr. J. We've produced a couple of different versions. There's a couple of CNC guys out that have programs that run in our 23-degree head stuff. It's a tough marketplace. There are a lot of good programs out there, a lot of good hand porters out there. It's becoming a challenging market now with the introduction of that 604 crate, because you're talking about putting $1,600, $1,800 into a pair of cylinder heads for the CNC work. We're going to have our work cut out for us next year to figure out a way to produce a good flowing cylinder head that's economical for the racers. So that's our goal for next year for 23-degree stuff. So.
There you go. Obviously, we're talking IMCA, but you guys do much with the open outlaw guys, or?
Well, we're seeing a lot of our stock replacement, our 305s. There's a lot of we make a 305 cylinder head in a Vortex style. We see a lot of the spec 305 Sprint Car Series is running our cylinder heads. We see a lot of our we have a lot of iron-headed sprint cars that run the East Coast. A lot of the big tracks in the East Coast, they run our Big Runner 23-degree stuff. Again, we've found ourselves kind of the victim of the rule book, where it used to be those series were mostly out-of-the-box castings, and now they've opened it up to CNC work. So we had to come to the party a little late, and we'll be developing some stuff as we go through the year. So
now, educate me a little bit here. I'm sure that you're up on this. IMCA has purchased or partnered with the 305 Sprint Series. Is that something where you've got a spec
you know, we
head,
haven't dabbled with that yet. It's something that's you know, that's something that we should probably get together with, and maybe that would be an option for them. We do produce a 305 Chevrolet style Vortec head that I think would meet all the criteria. Something we need to get with them on and possibly do some testing.
Certainly. Well, it's a busy day, and there's a lot of prospective customers here, so we won't take up a whole bunch of your time here, but it's certainly good to see you. Obviously, we've been on the phone with you, on the show with you throughout the season here, and we really appreciate your support of the show, and we'll hope to continue that partnership in the future.
Likewise, we appreciate you guys also.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, guys.